Soundcore's Audio Escape event was today, and they did unleash the new Liberty Air 2 Pros, the next version. The successors to the Liberty Air 2 is one of the best true wireless earbuds you can get for under $100 even today. These are the next best and greatest thing from Soundcore, the Liberty Air 2 Pros ANC transparency mode, pure sound, a targeted active noise cancellation mode on here. It's a hybrid ANC, good battery life, really good sound quality, app support. These things pack a lot of punch here for $130. We're going to take a look at the packaging real quick. Now, packaging, when it comes down to Soundcore and packaging, you guys know if you follow the channel, I'm a big fan of just really good packaging. It means they take care into the product, and usually that does transfer over to a really good product. The Liberty Air 2 Pros are no different. Pure sound, targeted ANC, hybrid ANC, a little bit down here. 26 hours of total playtime. Now that's 26 with the case, so 7 hours of playtime, 26 with the case, and with ANC turned on, it will be a little less, about 6 hours of playtime and 21 with the case. Now these do support wireless charging, recommended by 10 Grammy-winning artists and musicians, and these are geared a lot towards musicians, and you'll see that in the app when we go over the app. I'm going to do a quick run through of the app, not a full-blown review of the app. We're going to go through it really quick, and I'll do the extended version in the full review. Targeted ANC, Pure Note technology for sublime sound. It's got Hear ID. You can personalize the sound on here. It will take you through a test, and you can personalize your sound quality. 6 mics on here for crystal clear calls, and again, 7 hours and 26 with the case with ANC turned off, a little less with ANC turned on. Let's take a look, open this guy up and see the sapphire blue. Look at that blue color. Looks so good, in my opinion. One of my favorite colors on any pair of earbuds or case that I've ever seen. Now you can see my fingerprints on it. I've already been playing with them. Let's open this guy up. Just take these out. Take out the earbuds. Now these are a stem style design, so you know it might not be for everybody. And I, for one, have no problem with the stem style design. I used AirPods for a very long period of time. We also get some paperwork, the user's manual, a quick start guide, and how do we sound. And we also get USB Type-C to charge. And also in the case, we do get 8 more silicone tips. So 9 silicone tips so you can get that good fit, so you can get that good seal. And guys, try them out. It will improve your ANC. It will also improve your sound quality if you get that good seal. So if we take a look at the actual case, it is a sliding case. Now it's different than the original Liberty Air 2s. Those were more of an AirPod style case. This case here is more reminiscent of the Liberty 2 Pro case that we have here with the sliding case. And I'm glad they went this route. I do like this style of case better. And you can see it is smaller than the Liberty 2 Pros. So the Liberty Air 2 Pros here, the sapphire blue, again, 4 different colors on here. And if we take a look at the earbuds really quick, you can see that stem style design. And that beautiful sapphire blue, their branding, their logo on the top with Soundcore on the actual stem. 6 mics on here, guys. 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 2 on the inside. We're going to do some mic tests just to get going. Even though this is not a full review, I will still give you an idea of what the mic sounds like. And the actual charging case, again, this is wireless charging compatible. And you do have some LED lights here on the front. And this thing slides so smooth, very easy to slide. I dig it. I really like it a lot. Now the rest of the specs on here, 11mm Pure Note drivers, again hybrid ANC, and I'll show you that once we get inside of the app. 6 mics, multi-mode transparency mode, Hear ID, so you can personalize your sound. It also does have wearing detection, which is in-ear detection. So when you take one bud out, it will pause, you put it back in, and it will play. IPX4 water resistant, so not waterproof, but you can work out, you can sweat in them. Just do not submerge these in water, or there is a good chance that you will ruin them. So IPX4 when it comes to water resistance rating. Type-C to charge, and again, wireless charging compatible. Let's connect them. I'll show you the app. We'll get into it. We'll test out the sound. We'll do a mic test. We'll test out the latency, all of the normal stuff. Now to connect them, you're just going to go into your Bluetooth settings. It will pop up once you open up the case. Soundcore Liberty Air 2 Pros. We click on connect. And now we're going to go into the app. You can see the volume was already there. It does connect. Liberty Air 2 Pros. It is searching for it. And you can see here we are already inside of the app. So I'm going to throw these in first. Now you can also use one at a time, where if you wanted to save and extend your battery life, you can do that. You can throw one in the case, close it up, let it charge while you use the other one. These do support touch controls, and we'll get into how the touch controls work in a few. I'm going to run through the app really quick again. Now, once we're inside of the app, if you click on these three buttons up top, this will take you. You can see what firmware version you're on. This is where you can control in-ear detection. You can turn that on and off, your touch tones, your firmware updates, quick start guide, etc. All the user's manual stuff if you don't know how to use the app. Battery percentages here on the front of the Liberty Air 2 Pros, and transparency mode, your Hear ID and EQ, and your controls. So your controls, let's talk about controls really quick. Now, double tap and hold, that is the only touch controls we have right now. There is no single tap or triple tap. Now you can change what those controls do for the left and the right buds. In my opinion, I would like a little more, right? I want full control. Where's the single tap? Where's the triple tap? So double tap right now is set to next track, and right is set to play and pause, and that's fine. Hopefully in the future we'll get a firmware update and they will include single tap and triple tap to give us a little more control over our earbuds. That's what we want, right? We want volume control. We want to be able to control everything all at once. We want to be completely hands-free. Right now, hold for 2 seconds. We'll scroll through between ambient sound. And again, you can go in and change that transparency mode normal. We can put it on volume control if we want. For now, we're just going to leave it like this. And for the full review, I'll customize it to whatever it is, the way that I want them to work. Now, Hear ID and EQ. Personalize your earphones. This will go in and it will do a test. It will play a bunch of noises, a bunch of sounds and tones, and it will customize your hearing and your sound quality to fit your preference, to fit whatever it is you choose in that test. Now your EQ, it is set to a default setting already, but you can go in and there are a bunch of options, and all of these options are really, really good. There's a ton of them, a ton of different options: R&B, rock, pop, piano, Latin, different presets for you to change and try different sounds, and they all work really good. Or you can go in and you can just customize it and create your own. So very cool here. I love this app. I've always been a big fan of the Soundcore app on here. And if we go back out, if we go in here to transparency mode, this is where you can change your transparency mode. And again, this is targeted active noise cancellation, a hybrid ANC. Right now you have 3 modes up top. So noise cancellation right now, if we click on noise cancellation, transport, indoor, outdoor, and custom. So transport targets low-end frequencies like engines and noise for serene journeys and commutes. Now, if we go to indoor, it's going to target more of the noises when you're inside, like mid-frequency noises, air conditioners, and things like that. If you're outdoors, it reduces the ambient sound on the go for quieter city spaces. And then and then custom, actually, you can go and you can customize it with this circle ring here. A little funky. I got to get used to that, and in the full review, I'll go over that a little more in detail. Now, transparency mode on here, 2 different options. You get fully transparent. You can hear all of the ambient sounds. And then you have vocal mode, and voices will stand out more clear and let in a little bit more of that ambient sound. And then normal. So look, the app support on here is fantastic. It's always been one of my favorite things about Soundcore and their products. So sound quality on the Liberty Air 2 Pros are exactly what you expect from Soundcore, right? There's some really good bass. The highs and the mids sound fantastic. Very clear. They're great. They're really good. For $130, these sound really good. That bass is punchy. It's nice. It's not overpowering. It's not taking away from the mids and the highs. The highs sound great. And remember, you can go in and there are tons of presets. There's an EQ. You can, if you want to pull a little more treble out of it, you can do that. If you want to get a little more bass heavy, you can do that too. But nothing takes away from the other and nothing gets lost. These things sound really good. I like them a lot, and they are an upgrade over the Liberty Air 2s, in my opinion. Now we're going to keep going. First off, before we get into a mic test, we'll do a mic test next. I want to talk about the fit. These things are very lightweight, very comfortable so far. I am enjoying them. I have used them before this video, and I do like them a lot. Now, the stem design, again, it's not for everybody. If you do not like the stem design, well, I'll recommend something else for you. But the stem design for me has never been an issue. I like it. Usually we can get really good microphones on here. And I like this blue color. Overall, very comfortable though. Very lightweight, very comfortable. I really like these a lot so far. Now let's try out the mic. We'll do one in a quiet environment, and then I'll throw some crowd noise on, and we'll do a mic test with some crowd noise. What up, guys? The mic test, the Liberty Air 2 Pros, the newest release from Soundcore. Another amazing pair of earbuds, man. They just keep doing big things. These are no different. How does the mic sound? Let me know.
Now we got some crowd noise, another mic test, a little noisy environment. This is the mic for the Liberty Air 2 Pro, Soundcore's latest and greatest. 6 mics on here, guys. How's it sound?
Now, as far as delay and latency on here, I haven't experienced any delay when watching content. YouTube videos, Netflix on Android devices, on iPhones, everything has been good so far. I haven't tried any games yet. I'll try some gaming for the full review and let you know about the delay. But first impressions, so far so good as far as latency goes. Next, let's talk about active noise cancellation and transparency mode. First impressions, I've only been using these for about 24 hours. The ANC, we'll go over that first. It's really good. Takes a lot of the low rumbles out. And I would say it's not, you know, top tier. It's not going to mess with the big dogs in this category, but it's right below that. It's very good for what it is. You can customize it in the app, and in my opinion, it's very well. It's a step above, say, mid-range ANC on a lot of earbuds. Overall, it's really good, and I'm actually impressed by the ANC on here. I actually didn't expect it to be as good as it is, so well done, Soundcore. Now, the transparency mode, in my opinion, it's good, right? You can hear some ambient noise. You do have a couple different options to choose from. As far as ambient noise goes, there's no digital sound on it because, well, it's just not strong enough. So you can hear some ambient sound, and I like even bumping into things and everything, I can hear it, and it's a little different than normal. It's just not as strong as some of the other, whether it's ambient mode, transparency mode, whatever you want to call it, hear through. It's not as strong as some of the other ones out there on the market, but even saying that, it does what it's supposed to do, and it does let in that outside noise. So look, overall, first impressions on the Soundcore Liberty Air 2 Pros, they got another winner here, hands down. They sound fantastic. ANC is really good. Transparency mode is good, not great. The app support makes, I mean, it's a huge win every time you can get an app like that with all the sound presets. The testing you can do to customize this. You do have multiple options to customize your ANC as well as transparency mode. You can adjust a bunch of things on here. The app support on here is one of the best, one of my favorites. A lot of good apps now coming to phones, right? We've talked about the wearable app for Samsung's devices, and this is one of my favorites, to be honest with you. The Soundcore app is really well done, really good. Lots of options, the EQs, the sound presets. Big fan of how that works. And these earbuds, the earbuds are very comfortable, guys. Battery life on here is good. Overall, another winner. The Liberty Air 2 Pros, again, just an unboxing of first impressions. I have to give them a win right now. And full review coming in a week or two. But right now, I got a new pair in the rotation. These things are really good, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.